Right, it tells me we are streaming live on Facebook. Let's just find it. Okay. Sam has furnished me with his laptop, so I can hopefully see what is happening on there. Let me turn the sound off. Okay. So I can see there what's happening. Morning again, Caroline. I can see comments. Okay, let's try again. So welcome to Catalogue launch day. And I understand that just before it cut off, you heard me go, it's going to be a long day. All will be well. That was then, this is now. May the 4th, Catalogue launch day. So if you have just had 20 minutes of me wittering away, I do apologise. We'll go for another 20 minutes of me wittering away as I take you through the catalogue, and hopefully you'll be able to see both the catalogue and me and see what I'm talking about, as well as just yeah. Rather than just seeing my face and hearing me talking about a catalogue you can't see. Now, let's see if we can pin this. We do have a delay on the catalogue, so I don't know. No, pinning it is just, so I've obviously pinned the wrong one. Let's remove the pin on that. I don't think I can pin the catalogue. There's such a delay on what I'm watching as opposed to what I'm seeing. Because on my screen, I have got the catalogue showing. But on yours, you haven't. So I'm going to have to unpin that. And we'll just go with half a screen. So apologies that you're only going to get to see half a screen. But at least that's better than nothing at all, which is what you had before. So, annual catalogue, really pretty cover. It is gorgeous. There's lots of gorgeousness in there. And I think we're really going to enjoy playing with all the things that are in this catalogue. And today, obviously, is the first day that I can open it up and show you what's inside, as well as what is just on the front. And as I said, I love this Take a Sip. Stamps, ink and paper. I think there's going to be a bit of playing around with that idea of taking a sip over this next 12 months, because of course this catalogue will run now until the end of April next year. And there's lots of stamps, ink and paper in here that we are going to be able to take a sip with. As always with the annual catalogues, you get welcomes and things from both Shelley Gardner and from Sarah Douglas, the family behind Stamping Up, and we have our statement of the heart down there, to love what we do and share what we love as we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments. In this, we make a difference. The Stamping Up statements of the heart, the beating heart of everything that we're all about, sharing our love of creativity and helping to make a difference in people's lives as they get creative themselves. So we've got our table of contents here with your sweets, and your different sort of all occasions, birthdays, love, thanks and support, Christmas time, artistic expression, and then you've got your accessories and things, hosting and joining, and all your indexes and things at the back. So that's your general table of contents. You've got your instructions about your different sorts of stamps. So we've got cling stamps and we've got photo polymer stamps, and you've got your little icons to look out for down here. So where there's an N next to a product, it tells you it's new. If you've got these two little tulipy type flowers next to a stamp set, it's a reversible. This is your distinctive stamps. This little clock face just here tells you it's a quick and easy project, and this will tell you what languages the stamp sets are available in. So the options are English, French, German and Dutch. Not all stamp sets are available in all options, but you'll be able to see next to them which ones they are available in. And then we've got this full spectrum of colour. Doesn't it just look beautiful? All of those colours that you've got to play with your stamps and your paper and your inks. It's good to see that you can see both of us, see both me and the catalogue. That's good. I can't seem to get it to pin just the catalogue. So I'm afraid you got me as well. So perfectly coordinated, that's the thing that Stampin' Up are renowned for, is their coordination. And we get to take it for granted after a little while, but actually it is a big point, and it is something that Stampin' Up really pride themselves on. So colour coordination, the fact that you've got stamps and paper and cardstock and pens that all match, and paper that matches with it, and ribbons. You've got your suite coordination. So the product suites are just a little collection of products that are made to work together. So if you get that one suite, you're going to have lots of things to play with that are going to work together. And your product coordination. So you've got punches that go with stamp sets. You've got dies that go with stamp sets. You've got embossing folders that go with suites and with particular stamp sets. So lots of coordination across the board. You're not going to find any kits in this catalogue. There's a whole new policy, a whole new initiative, is probably a better word, going to be taking place around kits. There are going to be little flyers available, and they are going to be available on the shop, on my online shop, but not just yet. They are available to demonstrators. So the initial 10 kits that are being launched are available to demonstrators from today. To pre-order, they're going to be available to customers from the beginning of June, and all of these kits that are shown on this double spread are in that initial 10 kits that are going live. That range of kits is going to grow. I think eventually they hope to have it sitting at about 20 kits at any one time. And you get two sorts of kits. You get the all-inclusive kits that's going to have a little stamping spot and your block and your stamp set, and all of those things in it. And then you're going to have little kits that you're not going to need to stamp. You're just going to be able to pop bits out and put them together. So great for getting together with groups of friends, great for giving as gifts, great for taking on holiday. There's going to be lots of reasons why you're going to want to use these kits, and a great price point. The bigger kits with the stamp set and the stamping spot and things are going to be £18. The smaller ones, I think it's £11.75. I've only very briefly looked this morning, so I'm yet still learning all of that myself, but really good price point, and I think there's going to be lots of fun that we're going to be able to have with kits. But let's dive into what is in the catalogue, and let's have a slurp of water. Okay. Beauty of the earth. So trees. And don't forget, of course, that your catalogue is not just about looking at the products that are available, it's about looking at the samples. Look at these gorgeous samples in here, and look at that embossing folder, and you've got the die cuts, you've got the papers. So this suite, all of the suites in the catalogue this time are slightly smaller, so they don't have as much in each suite, but that makes them a better price point. So this one is £67.50, and for that you're going to get your stamp set, your die, your papers and your embossing folder, all just with that one code. You could obviously buy all of these things separately, so you don't have to have the entire suite, but if you do want everything in the suite, it's just a one number on your order form, or on your online order or whatever, and you'll get the lot. As always, you've got the colours that are in this suite. You've got those across the top here that tells you what colours are involved. And if you have a little look down here, you can see, look, this stamp set is available in English, French and German. So that's where you're going to see those little markings as to what languages they're available in. You've got your 10% bundle if you just want to get the stamp and die bundle, but you also get that 10% saving if you have it with the whole suite. So just beautiful. The papers are great for backgrounds, and some of them are great for backgrounds, some of them are great for cutting out like the tree canopies, like this one here with these autumn leafy type colours. You've got these beautiful stamps that you're able to stamp, two-step stamping, and get these sort of variations in colour and things. A really lovely stamp set. So Beauty of the Earth. Seascapes. So here's a great little bundle with fishes and things, but have a look at these dies. They're really quite fascinating. I've obviously not got to see them or have a play with those yet, but they are fascinating. And you can see here on this project, you can see how that fish has sort of been, the top layer is almost like popping out from underneath with the colour underneath it. And then the seahorse on this one has been cut out, but they look really intriguing. So that wasn't one that was on our pre-order, so I've not yet got it. The Beauty of the Earth is one that we'll be looking at in a bit more detail later. So there's quite a few stamp sets and dies and things that have either carried over from last year's annual catalogue or carried over from some of the minis. So there will be some familiar things in there as well, but that's always nice. It means that you're still able to get them, still able to use them. You've got fresh ideas, fresh samples for using those stamps and dies and things. And it also means that you haven't got to feel as if you've got to buy the whole catalogue. It's not all new. Some things you might already have, and you can go, yes, I've got that. And you can take a highlighter pen or something and go, yes, I've already got that one. So yes, this is a fun stamp set. So look, calendars and things, you're going to be able to build up all your own calendars. Or if you want to do a card that has got, is for somebody's birthday and you want to sort of highlight the day that they were born, or you want a wedding or an anniversary or something, you've got this great stamp set here, Days to Remember, that you're going to be able to use. And I have got that one, so we'll perhaps have a bit of a play with that one later. Sending hugs. So again, some great dies down there, and you can see the detailed die in this sample just here, and here's the stamp set with that, the hugs cut out, the words cut out on that one. Yeah, but great. So it cuts out the 3 individual letters. So great little bundle there. Some more that are carrying over. We've been able to highlight that I've already got. This is fun. Look at this stitchery. So that's going to be great for going around the edges of cards and borders, as well as for creating cards in its own right. Look, this one here has got some white embossed stitching down that back. Doesn't that look fab? They're all great. The pansies are just beautiful. So this is the pansy suite. The pansy suite, you get this great stamp set, this enormous die set that enables you to build up all of these beautiful pansies. That one's die cut. These ones I think are stamped. You've also got the papers where you can just literally die cut the pansies from one of the DSPs. Beautiful background papers and things. And then you get these little bumblebees. Now the bumblebees here in the UK are not available immediately. They're one thing that they're waiting to stock up. But this bundle is the stamps, the dies, the DSP, which is just stunning, and the bumblebee trinkets. So at the moment, you're not going to just be able to put in that code because the bumblebee trinkets aren't in there, but you can get your bundle on your daisies, on your pansy stamp and dies, and you can get the DSP. As I say, we've got to wait a little bit for the bumblebees, but they will be worth waiting for. Look at this, I love this. Everything is figure outable. I'm sorry for what I said when I was hangry. To the person who's still got it but might not remember where they put it. So some really fun, I hate to break it to you, but you're stuck with me, friends forever. So really fun greetings there, light-hearted lines. So really to bring a smile to people's faces, those are great. For the Bake Off fans, we have got some great cookery ones. Look at these little cupcakes and the scales and the bowls and things. You've got here, this one will go with the warm wrap dies that we had in the Christmas catalogue last year, so those will fit with some of those, but also fun on its own. And then we've got this great distinctive stamp set here, so you've got all this shading and things on it, what's cooking, and dies that are going to go with that one. I love this little recipe card just here, but look at that chopping board. Just great stamp set for the bakers and the chefs among you, but also makes quite a good masculine set as well if you've got a guy that likes to do a bit of cooking in the kitchen. All good. Love the big love the big sentiments in this stamp set and what you're going to be able to create with them. Hello friends, celebrate together, best friends, you're amazing. You're going to be able to do lots of lovely things with that, and they just make a really good bold statement on the front of a card. So they're really great. A nice thank you set here. Well, sunny sentiments. You've got thank you, happy hello, happy birthday, and hoping your birthday's filled with all the best things. Thought you could use some sunny thoughts today. Real great little stamp set. Talking of sunshine, we've got this really odd looking stamp set here, but when you look what it can create, isn't he cute? What a cute little sunshine, and you've got the sunshines in the background as well. And this one's a little moon on here. And yeah, that's a fun little stamp set. Some more greetings. I like these banners. You've got a couple of retirements in there, happy retirement, and then you've got this retire down the side here. Relax, eat, travel, indulge, read, enjoy. You've got your desk, whether it's your crafty desk or your work desk, and things to put on your desk. This is great fun with a little dog with a cone. And the bananas. The older you get, the better you get, unless you're a banana. So if like Mike, you don't like an overripe banana, perfect card for you. If you love your many messages, you'll love the fact that you've now got many happenings. That's going to equally work with your die. You're going to be able to cut out even more greetings and things like Mr. and Mrs. You did it, friends forever, happy retirement, sweet baby. So a whole host of more greetings that you're going to be able to add into your collection. If you like living life on the wild side, how about some tigers or leopards or big cats of some sort? So this bundle, the In the Wild bundle, you've got the stamp sets, you've got the dies, you've got designer series paper, and you've got an animal print embossing folder. So there's your embossing folder. You've got your colours there that go with the suite, but obviously you can use what colours you like. Some fun papers, so some of those cats and things you'll be able to cut out with your dies. And then you've got your cat outlines, you've got your details, so stripy heads, spotty heads, stripes and spots for the background, as well as a bit of jungle foliage. Thanks, you're the beast. There for you always. Hello, have a wild birthday. So yeah, some fun. There's a tiger. There's a white tiger there in the background. This one's more of a leopard. But yeah, lots of fun to be had with those. So that's another suite that would be great for masculine cards. This is a good one for masculine cards. You've got the hats off bundle, so you've got the stamp set there with all the baseball caps and bundles that go with it. So you've got lots of sort of different things you can put on the front of your cap, and some different sort of labels and things there. Look quite interesting. Here's a couple of really interesting stamp sets, a bit different. You've got this one with arches. There we go. And you've got this one that's called Bamboo Beauty. And I do like the cards that have been made with this. You've got this one here, really interesting. And then this one's got its backgrounds that have been embossed there. So really nice little stamp set. And the bamboo that bends is stronger than the oak that breaks. So yeah, really nice sort of oriental type cards. Another After the Storm, another nice card to build up backgrounds and things. You've got the sunshine there. You'd be able to do rainbows. Even the darkest night will pass and the sun will rise. You have been on my mind. So yep, great one there. Another nice sentiment stamp set here. So some sympathy, healing ones, so thinking of people when they're feeling a bit down, but you've also got some Christmas ones on there. And this stamp set is coordinated with some more trees, so you've got some more tree dies just there. So obviously with these bundles you can have the bundle and get your 10% off. You can just have the stamp set, you can just have the dies. If you don't want, both, you don't have to have both. You can have either or, but if you have both you get your 10% discount. Look at these babies, aren't they cute? So wildly adorable. So if you've got little babies in your life, little babies coming, well, that's a cute one. How about some turtles or tortoises or whatever it is that you call them? Turtles are apparently just a type of tortoise. It's just we tend to call them tortoises here. I think in the US they tend to be a bit more called turtles. It's time to celebrate. You are turtly loved. So you've got your little plain shelled tortoise, and then you've got the shells to go on. You've got baby ones as well, and then you've got a punch that will go with that one. How cute. So he punches out the main shape and then eyes by the look of it. So great stuff. So that's a lovely little bundle. Is fun. Stellar Birthday. So these are great for the children. You've got the little astronauts and the rocket, even the dog and his bone in their little space helmet. This is one of the things you're going to want to look out for a bit further on. Look, we've just got a circle there with a brad, and it forms a twiddly card that you can have different things. Move it round and you've got different things appearing in your window. So that's the Give It a Whirl dies. So those are one of those things that would be easy to miss. That's one of those things to keep an eye out for. Pirates and Mermaids and Treasure Chests. Got some really great little greetings down here. One happy family. You made a little human. I love that. A miracle worth waiting for. The happiest reason for feeling rotten. There's a good one to send to a mum who's suffering from a bit of morning sickness. Yeah, goo goo gaga, baby talk for thank you. And then continuing on the baby theme, we've got this baby bundle. So you've got teddies and little romper suits and bibs. You've got the pegs and the lines. So yeah, the little things to put on your romper suits to colour in your teddies. The dies have got, let's come up here, as well as cutting out those little bits. You've got coat hangers, always useful. You've got little pegs in there as well. Great to have some coat hangers. You haven't got the turtle set yet. It's really cute, isn't it? The teddy is beautiful. Just love him. How about some peaches? You're a peach. So again, this is not one I've got yet, but you've got a great stamp set in there. You've got a set of dies that's going to go with it. You've got these little mini jars. How cute are they? And paper, obviously. So this particular suite, you get the stamp set, you get the dies, you get the designer series paper, and you get the mini jars if you have the entire suite. But as always, mix and match, pick out what bits you want, but just so sweet. So pretty. What a lovely colour combo in there. So that will be fun. Let's celebrate with flowers. Some more big words. I do like these big words. Biggest wish. Happy birthday, or you could have a big happy and a little birthday, or a little happy and a big birthday. Hello, friend, thanks. So both of them are in both the big bold and the slightly smaller, but still quite large script. I like the way that this has been layered on here, look. So you've got your happy at the back and your birthday at the front. Here's another little die that you might miss. If you blink and you'll miss it. So that's called the flower market die. So it's going to cut out all the little flowers from in there. Great for backgrounds and wraps and things. Here's some fun ones that you might recognise, but here's some fun ones you might not. This is the Peekaboo Farm. So you've got your little wall there that they can all be peeking over. So whether it's the cow or the pig or the sheep or the ram or the horse, they're just so sweet, aren't they? And another of those dies that you could miss if you blink. This is the picture this die. It's going to cut out those little holes for you that you can and then have these little people or whoever, flowers or whatever you want, peeping out. So another one to look forward to. Party puffins. And we learnt in a quiz the other night in the bingo that a baby puffin is called a puffling. So they can be big puffins or pufflings, whatever you want them to be, but they're having a great old time celebrating birthdays. So that's a fun little set. To change the mood completely, to go from fun puffins to simply elegant. And this is one of those sweets that really doesn't get shown at its best on the catalogue page, and it's one I've got, so we'll have perhaps a bit of a play with this later. So you get this lovely tag punch, really very fancy. You get this beautiful stamp set with these scrolls and flowers and borders and some really nice sentiments on there. Happy anniversary, wishing you a wonderful birthday, true love stories last forever. So great for anniversaries, engagements, weddings, those sorts of things, as well as birthdays. A lot of foiling. So the paper is foiled and you've got copper, you've got gold, you've got silver. The colours on the back are sort of basic grey and black. You're really sort of encouraged to get your embossing powders out or your gilding flakes or whatever and add, you know, even more bling to it. Some really nice twine. You've got gold and you've got a silver. So this particular suite, you get the stamp set and the punch. You get the speciality designer series paper because it is foiled, and you get this simply elegant trim, which is this gold and silver trim, which is just beautiful. Yeah, lots to love about that. And while you're on the idea of sort of fancy scrolly type things, you've got this, you're in my thoughts. So the encircled in friendship bundle, you've got these dies that cut out like these lacy, sort of almost like sort of doily type things. So you've got the mats that go there, but you've also, it also cuts into your card to give you like this circular border, lacy circular border. They don't show up ever so well on here, but I don't even know whether you'll be able to. Yes, I think you can just about pick up in the background there where they've used the stamps alongside the dies to show you the effects and things that you can get with that. So in a world where you can be anything, thank you for being kind. So really lovely. This, of course, is carried over, but I love these samples. So do check out the samples in your catalogue. Look at that, using those different colours. And that's a sort of stepped up one. There's just a simple stamping, slightly more stepped up with something in the background. And, you know, this one's got embossing and all sorts of things going on in the background. Yeah, so really lovely. So step them up. Through it together, this is another sentiment stamp. Stay strong, my friend. You're doing better than you think. Praying for blankets of healing around you and yours. I'm here for you. Hello, lovely. Sending you this paper hug. Lots of really nice little sentiments there. Really useful to have those sorts of stamp sets. Shaded Summer. That's a new one. These lovely floral images with those nice greetings. May the good you do come back to you. Some friendships are just meant to be. A really pretty little stamp set where you can see where they've just done it in a monotone background there. This one, they've obviously used their markers and done different colours for different flowers. So yeah, really pretty. Forever Grapevine. So you've got a nice die set that goes with this stamp set, with those leaves and your grapevine, a nice little tag there that you can see in that stamp set that you're going to be able to fit some of these greetings into. But then you've got the stamped grapevine as well. Thank you for the beautiful ways you've touched my life. So yeah, that's a nice little stamp set. Flowers of Friendship, that's a stamp set with a punch bundle, and the punch will punch out these two different size flowers and two different leaves. So lots of fun things you're going to be able to do with that set. Bloom Where You're Planted. So this is another suite. Macrame is obviously very on trend at the moment. And for those of us that are children of the sort of 70s, we may well remember it the first time round, but it's having a real comeback. And this stamp set allows you to die cut your macrame baskets and do your plant pots. So you can have just your plant pots, but you can also have them hanging up in your macrame basket. But some really nice pots there, some nice leaves. Make some great cards. Do like those. I like that colourway as well, with that sort of the browns and the greens and a bit of grey granite in there. So that's lovely. So that particular suite, you get your stamp set, you get your dies, you get your DSP, and you get this paper lattice that you can see just here. So one of those things that you can either use it the coloured side or swing it over and use it like they have done here. Use it in the white. So really useful. Count on me. Through thick and thin, count me in. I've got your back. So you've got little bear and kangaroo, penguin with the balloons and koalas, a fox, and a little kiwi. So yeah, those are cute little creatures. Bon voyage. This is the beginning of anything you want. So you've got your camera and your boat and your luggage. And then we've got these two on a tandem down here, make a great team, always right behind you. So they're good fun cards. This is a nice bright one, isn't it? Badges. You can have dancing badges, romantic badges. You're my bestie. It's your turn to be celebrated. So they're good fun, having a bit of a play with. Christmas set, a Christmas suite in the annual catalogue. This is called Tidings of Christmas. And you've got this stamp set with the stockings and the stars, so really pretty. And some nice Christmas greetings, bow, bit of greenery, some bit of two-step stamping going on there. You've got dies as well, so you've got these fancy stars, plain stars, some holly leaves. Yeah, some little berries down there as well. So you'll be able to use those to create these lovely cards. There's that detailed star cut out. And there's some little holly leaves and berries on those stockings. So you get the photopolymer stamp set, you get the dies, you get the designer series paper, and you get this evening evergreen chevron ribbon with this particular suite. So that will keep you busy. And obviously the papers there are in those shades of cherry cobbler, lots of green, some misty moonlight, some Sahara sand. So a nice Christmassy combination. You've got the festive foliage background stamp there. So that's a big Christmassy background stamp, and you can see it here where it's been stamped. So that's quite nice. This is another new bundle, the Evergreen Elegance. So you get this punch with this bundle. Let's come up here. So you get this row of trees. Sorry, made that wobble. As a punch, and the stamp set to go with it. So lots of trees and greenery and things. It's friends like you that make this season so wonderful. So you've got some familiar Christmassy things as you go on through. This one here is called Season's Blessings. So you can use this for Christmas, for autumn. Again, you've got a whole load of dies down there, as well as the stamp set. And you can see where they've got autumny cards, Christmassy cards, and cards for any other time of the year. The Expressions in Ink. So this is a really pretty set, artistically inked bundle. You get this stamp set just here. And the idea behind this, the inspiration for this stamp set has come from the sort of alcohol ink type techniques. A lot of people have been playing with using their alcohol markers on the back of vellum, but just the whole idea of alcohol inks is where this sort of stamp set, you've got dies that go with it as well that are really pretty. You've got these gold pack just here with your little gold leaves and things, as well as some little gems and things to go on there. Really gorgeous. So you get your stamp set, you get your dies, you get your papers, and you get your lovely little bits in gold foil to pop on with it. So beautiful. The colour and contour bundle, I do like this. There's a bit of two-step stamping going on here, but really nice, sort of really modern looking floral images. But you've not only got your flowers, you've also got these really nice labels and borders and things in this stamp set. So yeah, so where you see this border around here, that's been die cut. And some of the labels are, they're just really lovely. Some stitching on there, they're all a little bit different, and you can see where they put the labels on the page as to what greetings will go with them. All Things Fabulous is carrying over. The Etched in Nature is a new one. There's some fun things here, To the Moon. And then you've got these watercolour shapes, sort of thing that, doesn't look particularly sexy, but incredibly useful for putting down shapes in the background. So that card there, look, with the flowers on the top in black. Rather than doing your smushy technique, you've got stamps that are going to enable you to do all sorts of things. So yeah, I do like that. That's a good one. The hand penned suite. This is a really pretty, really delicate floral, sort of really quite feminine suite. Lovely colours. Look at those that array of subtle pastel colours there. A nice sort of outline stamp set that you're able to colour in, or you've got the infill stamps in there that you can use with them. Nice little selection of dies, some of them cut out, some of them provide like overlays that you can put over the top of your images if you want to. Papers are just really beautiful, so just gorgeous. So with this suite, you get the stamp set, you get the dies, you get the papers, and then you get these genial gems which are really pretty. I have got those. I've used those quite a bit already in this sort of soft green, the mint macaron type colour, and the pale fire. Beautiful. And we have the Butterfly 5 Brilliant set here that is carrying over, but we've also got this nice big daisy garden stamp. That's really lovely if you just want to. There you go, you can see them in the background just there. Make a really quick card with those. Look at this one that's been coloured in. Some bits sort of cut out and layered up, so you can make it as quick and easy as you like. And the garden birdhouses, I think that's cute. I love the watercolour effect on this one, where they've embossed it in white and done a watercolour wash on it. But they're really sweet, those little birdhouses. Great for new homes or weddings or engagements, those sorts of things, anniversaries. Some favourites there. Here's another one, the Quiet Meadow bundle. So really pretty stamp set. You've got sort of like this wording on it and spots and blobs, as well as these flowers. And then you've got this die set that will give you these sort of meadow flowers, and you can see up here where they've built those up. So you can see those die cuts where they've used them. Some of them have been coloured in. Beautiful. Thank you, Angie. Sweet Symmetry. Here's another sweet. It's a sweet. So we've got in Symmetry stamp set just here. So obviously you've got a bit of symmetry going on. Have one going one way, one going the other, what have you. You could build up all sorts of patterns and things with these stamp sets. You can layer them up. Nice colours, nice sort of white colour palette, just jade, night of navy, flirty flamingo, calypso coral and bumblebee. Love this Best Day Ever. I like the font on this, Hey Friend. And you have got a in Symmetry punch for this one that will punch out these little pair of leaves. Those sorts of punches are so useful. So with this one, you get your stamp set, you get your punch, you get your Sweet Symmetry Designer Series paper. That's really pretty. And you get some Flirty Flamingo and gold metallic ribbon to go with it, as you can see beautifully just there. The Boutique. So I would imagine that you could use this quite easily with some of those papers from the Sweet Symmetry. But yeah, a Javanese technique using wax and things, batik is. So it comes from Indonesia, using beeswax and dyes, and the beeswax is a resist. So obviously, you know, you're going to have fun with these images, and I'm sure there'll be some wax resisting going on in order to create them. You've got dies here that go with them, so you've not just got the stamp set, you've got the dies. Particularly like the way that they inlaid the foil in there. That's lovely, isn't it? Art in Bloom. Now this is quite fun because you have an embossing folder there, so a bit like the seashells one. So this stamp here, so these three big floral images here are one stamp. So you can stamp that. You've got your two-step stamping, so you've got your background just here, and then you can emboss them. So that's good fun, isn't it? So that's the Art in Bloom bundle. You get the stamp set, you get the dies, and you get the embossing folder in that bundle. So yeah, that's good fun. I do love these squares, all squared away. So you've got these stamp sets in the squares, and then you've got these sort of fun overlay floral squares just there as well as individual flowers. Look how pretty they are. Isn't that pretty? So you can stamp your backgrounds. So you can just have it with a stamp. So this is a stepping it up. So that one is just stamped with some flowers on the top. This is stamped with those laid up. And this is stamped in different colours with various things going on. Just really lovely. I do like that stamp set. There is a new large and another new large background stamp. We've seen a couple, but this one is a tie-dye one. So if you fancy some tie-dye projects, you can create a unique multicolored effect by stamping the background once and then turning the stamp 180 degrees, or turning your card 180 degrees and stamping it again to get this sort of double effect. So great stuff. We're now on to all the colours at the back. Obviously we've been seeing them as we go through. They're new in colours. Just here we have fresh freesia, polished pink, evening evergreen, soft succulent and pale papaya, and that's available in cardstock, your stamping pads, your ink refills and a stamping blend combo for each of those colours. You still get all your storage and things. So if we come over here, you're also going to be able to get your so you're going to get A4 cardstock 12 by 12. You're going to get bundles of stamp pads. You can get bundles of ink refills. You can't get a bundle of ink refill for the ink colours. You do have to buy those individually. All your stamping white markers. So these are all your colouring mediums. Soft pastel assortment. Don't miss that. That could easily be hidden, couldn't it? So that's something new. We've got our watercolour pencils. There's a couple of new Memory and More packs, as well as some cards and envelopes that are really pretty. There's a few changes on this page. So embossing powders. They're going to be available as a pack. So you can either get the basics, which is going to be black, clear and white. Yes, they're bringing back black embossing powder. Woohoo! Or you can get the metallics, which is going to be copper, gold and silver. So you're going to buy them as a pack of 3 rather than individual pots. There's a new set of decorative masks. So these are a new set of masks here. So these ones are still available, but they've added in these ones. So those are quite fun. Do love a good mask. Just looking, I don't think anything else has changed there. All the usual things. Blending brushes are obviously part of the main catalogue now. Yeah, you've got your white ink, Memento, Versamark stays on. All of your designer series papers, we've looked at those as we've gone through the suites. The In Good Taste is actually carrying over from the current catalogue. So the one that's got all these nice backgrounds and things on, a big pack of paper, 24 sheets in there. That one is carrying over. So these are all the ones from your suites. But also, of course, have these in colour ones, all the colour assortments. So you've got these ones here that are in brights, neutrals, regals and subtles, and then you've got the in colour ones as well, both the new ones and the 2020 to 2022 are there. But these lovely speciality, the foil, the colours of foil we've not got as many now. You can only get copper or gold foil sheets. You've got some pearlescent paper, rainbow glimmer paper, that's all carried over. We've got some ombre speciality paper, which is this just here. So it's like a glimmer paper that sort of goes from a dark shade up to a pale, and that's in Gorgeous Great, Mango Melody, Night of Navy, Poppy Parade. You get 1 sheet of each. You get some shimmer vellum, and that's in the new in colours. That's really pretty. You've got some rose gold and gold metallic speciality paper down here. So it's really pretty, like a brushed, textured brushed metallic papers. Those are lovely. Hydrangea Hill Mercury glass is carried over. So these are your really pretty speciality papers. Another new speciality, another paper is the linen paper. So that's got a real linen feel to it and is self-adhesive. You've got a backing that peels off of that. So that goes along with all of your basic white card and your watercolour card and envelopes and things. We've got a few new things in the packaging. Obviously the mini jars we've looked at. You've got some ombre gift bags. that are in those new in colours. You've got these little mini boxes just here, the Simply Classic treat boxes, and you've got a scalloped craft treat box that's just there as well. Can't see the edge of that. I think it is does show on another sample somewhere along the catalogue where you've got a scalloped edge to the edge of that box, and that goes along with other boxes that are carrying over. Ribbons, obviously some carrying over, some are new. There's a new Just Jade and Gold ribbon, Flirty Flamingo and Gold Metallic there. You've got the beautiful in colour open weave ribbons that are lovely. Evening Evergreen Chevron, the Smoky Slate textured ribbon there. Those are all new ones. Coming over, we've got a Highland Heather Grosgrain ribbon, it's new. A Mint Macaron soft velvet ribbon that's new. Pale Papaya and White, that's new. And then we've got our Simply Elegant trim in our gold and silver, that's lovely. And then Baker's Twine is now coming in an essential pack, and in your essential pack you've got black, crumb cake and white, you're going to get 10 yards of each, and black, grey granite and very vanilla, you're going to get 5 yards of each. So that's going to come in a pack with all of those colours in the pack, so that's good fun. Embellishments, we've seen some of these as we've gone through. This is your paper lattice. It's craft on one side, white on the other. You've got your expressions in ink, your little gold elements there, and some sequins. These are really pretty, the loose flower flourishes. Here's your bumblebees. Lots of beautiful embellishments. The genial gems we've looked at. You've got some in colour square gems, they're quite fun. So this is the 2020 to 2022 in colours with these square gems. That's a little bit different. You've got in colour jewels here, so these are the new in colours in some like sparkly jewels. And you've got some silver and clear epoxy essentials, so you've got like a teardrop shape, a sort of diamondy type shape, and a circle, so they're really lovely. Other new things, you've got some square and round brads up here in black and white, and you've got these shaker shapes which are good fun. I think that's everything that's new. The others are all carried over. Some lovely familiar things there. Gilded leafing is there. Obviously things like Stamparatus and blocks and Simply Chamois, and your stamping scrub and your spray, all of those things are there. So as we come towards the back, you'll find you've got all your punches and punch bundles, and don't ignore these because you get a whole new set of samples here, so even more things to inspire you, more inspiration if you turn over to these back pages. So the In Symmetry bundle, here's your little turtle, and here are the other punches in the set. You've got your tools and your cutting tools, nothing new there, but some old familiar favourites, big or small, you'll love them all. Your stamping, cut and emboss machines, and all the things that go with it, so adhesive sheets and your little brush head for your take a pick tool. Embossing folders, so some of them we've seen further back in the catalogue, but there are others as well. Checks and dots there, dotty hearts, there's a macrame one, I think that's perhaps is part of a bundle. Thanks and hello, so these have got words on. You've got a wintry 3D one there, so lots of lovely embossing folders. Some of them are 3D, some of them are just plain embossing folders. So the paler grey ones are 3D, the darker ones are just standard embossing folders. You've got your die bundles. Again, you've got even more inspiration along here with all of your die bundles, but you can see them in one place. You can flick to the back and just look through and see what's there. And then you've got your dies yourself, and this is where you do need just to have a flick through these. Don't just assume that they're part of the bundles. So there's a basic borders die just here that is new, that I think is going to be great fun, great for sort of, that would make a fabulous cloud stencil, but sort of envelope edges and all sorts of things you'll be able to create with those. So that's a great one. We did have a quick look at the flower market die. There's that one just there. The Give It a Whirl die. This is the one that's going to help you to create cards that you're going to be able to spin round and have different things in the peeping out. There's this layering diorama that you're going to be able to use either to cut diorama apertures or to have layering up on the top. So that's a really good one. This iconic stamp set, that's not actually, you can see the dies on page 18, but it's not featured in itself. But look at that, you've got a little bird, you've got these lovely toadstools, some pretty flowers. So a nice little die set you won't want to miss. Just flicking on, here's the picture, this one. So this is the one that's going to, you've got two options there. Either it's going to cut you out like these three label tape holes, so you get your labels as well, or you're going to have this circle one, and of course you do also get your circles. Looking, are there any others? Yes, there's this one. So this is the tailor-made tags. So again, two different shaped tags, and you also get the reinforcers. And that is one die, and that is one die. So this die cuts out 3 reinforcers, this one cuts out 4. So you're not sort of fiddling with really tiny little dies. It cuts them all out at once. You've got your adhesives on the back, nothing new there, and just returning favourites. And if you come back here, you've got your host sets. The turtle, sorry, Karen, I've just looked at that. Yes, the turtle would be excellent for a wobble. If you look on the back here, you've got your hostess sets. You've got this really nice swan and frog down here. You've got this interesting one just here that's like background set. It gives you this landscapey effect. You've got some textures. And then the first time they've done this, one of the hostess is this pattern party 12 by 12. So there's 48 sheets of 12 by 12 papers in there, and it will be £17 if you use your stamping reward. So if you've earned some host benefits and stamping rewards, that pack will cost you £17. It's actually £29 worth of value. So well worth popping into your basket with your host rewards. Yeah. And of course, you've got your indexes in the back. That's your stamp set index. You've got your accessories index. You've got all the legal information about trademarks and all those sorts of things on the back. Talks about making a difference, the different ways that Stampin' Up make a difference, or you can make a difference. So Stampin' Up Day, they have a day of service. They do product gift backs occasionally, different events that both Stampin' Up and demonstrators organise, and the heart of Stampin' Up. So all of those things are in there and into our back of our catalogue. So there's lots to hear about, learn about, to see in the new catalogue. I don't know whether you'd missed seeing any of those bits. There were certainly bits I missed seeing on my first run through that I had to go back and look at more closely. So lots of lovely things. We're going to have a lot of fun over the next 12 months with the things in this catalogue. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. You can find, if you haven't, as I say, if you haven't already got a physical copy of the catalogue, you're here in the UK and you would like one, do get in touch with me and I will get one in the post to you. You can see over my shoulder just there, I have a pile that are not yet assigned to anybody, so you could be the person receiving one of those. I have got a few that people have requested that have yet to got in the post. get to you. We will sort that out. They will be on their way. I have put together all the bits of paper. I just need to do the labelling and popping them in the post box. So that's hopefully a job I will get done today. I will be back later on at a couple of points. I'll be back in at 1 and back in at 3. I'm going to look at what shares I've got coming up, and you're all very welcome to take part in the shares if you are here in the UK, and my In Colour Club. But I'll come back at 1 and explain a bit more about that, and I'll come back in at 3 and talk about some upcoming classes and things we've got coming up. And then tonight at 7 o'clock, I've got a launch party on Zoom. So if you are around and would like to join me for that, let me know and I will make sure that you get your Zoom link. And on the Zoom party, we'll be having a look at some of the products I've already got and perhaps having a bit of a play and just generally enjoying new things from the new catalogue for a couple of hours. So I'd love to have you there. It will be streaming live into my VIP customer group. But obviously, if you are a customer, somebody that buys from me, whether that's classes or products, and you're not a member of my VIP group, do get in touch and we'll make sure that we put that right. So you can either see it live streamed in the group, you can catch up with it in that group at a later date. But don't catch it secondhand. Join us on Zoom where you can ask questions and get really involved in the whole event. So looking forward to that at 7 o'clock this evening. No problems, Caroline. It's my pleasure to come back. I wanted to share the catalogue with you, and I will upload this to YouTube, and it will be sitting here on my Facebook page, so anybody can go back and look at a later date. If you haven't got your catalogue yet and you want to look through it, the link to the catalogue is already on my website. I will just, if I share my screen, let's share. I did put up, but of course it's now gone down. Let me just open up. Let's open this up for you. You don't really need to see all of my my bookmarks and things I've got, but there you go, that's our way in. So we're just whirring. Hopefully we'll open up for us in a minute. So this is my Stamping Up portal, and where you can go and find out all about me. You can see some projects, you can host, join events, specials. If I move this out of the way, we can click on shop now. So this is my online store. So I will put a link to my online store when I edit this video. So you can come through into my online store and see everything that is available for you to shop. And that will click through in a minute and show me at the top. If you are shopping with me, you do want to make sure that it is my name that is showing at the top. You will find that if you are looking at somebody else's website or something, or found a card or something that you're being inspired by somebody else, and you click on their shop link, you will go through to their shop. So if you didn't want to shop with them, you wanted to shop with me, you just need to make sure that it is my name that is at the top. Obviously, if they are in another country, you won't be able to shop with them anyway, but there we go. It's slowly coming up. Right at the top here, it now says United Kingdom, and now it says United Kingdom shopping with Helen Jennings. And this is my online shop. So this gives you all the you'll be able to see everything that's available in the shop. And on the front here, you'll see details of things like some promotions that are going on. So there's a Connect, Craft and Collect promotion, which if you place an order for £200 or more, and that could be an order, where you're getting a group of you together and putting in an order, if you've got a host code, if your order that you're submitting comes to more than £200, you get an extra £20 worth of host reward. So rather than getting £20 for a £200 order, you'll get £40 to buy other things with. And the other promotion that is on at the moment, there is a host promotion as well, and I will try and put something up about that. I might do another little quick live about the host promotion a bit later today. Because with the host promotion, you pay your £99 to join, but rather than getting £130 worth of things of your choice, you actually get £154. So that's a whole good size stamp set extra. So well worth thinking about if you have a big wish list. So yeah, that's my online store. You can come up here to see all the products down here. You can shop by colour, you can get adhesives, die cutting, bundled saving, ink and colouring, stamps. So it's all there. The other thing to show you is my website. So if we go on to my website, hopefully that will click up for you. So that is my online store, Caroline, and there are things that you can look at about joining and things. I'm going to open up my website now because there are a couple of new bits on my website that you might be interested in. So as I open up my website, you come onto the home page that will give you all the latest blog posts and all those sorts of things. But if we come on to if we click on the top here to blog, you'll get the sidebar, and it's whirring round. Here we go. And if I come down this sidebar just here, you've obviously got all the things. My monthly host code I'm about to update, so that will be updated in a little while. You've got links that you can click on to request a catalogue, to join my team. You can sign up for my newsletter. So I've got a new sign up for the newsletter. If you're not already signed up to my newsletter, do go and make sure you sign up for my newsletter. And you can tick to have the weekly newsletter, to have information about in-person classes, and to have information about post or online classes. You're welcome to tick all three of those. You don't have to just tick one. Obviously, if you're ticking from outside of the UK, you probably just want to go for the weekly newsletter because the classes and things probably won't apply. You can see here that we have a click to view the annual catalogue, so that will take you through to the PDF of the annual catalogue. So if you don't have it in person, that will allow you to click through there, and obviously you can see there that the mini catalogue is still live, so you can get that. But you can also now subscribe to my blog. So if you would like to have any new posts that I put up on my blog come direct into your inbox, each time that I put up a new post, it will come to you the following day at lunchtime, UK time, 1 p.m. UK time. So just pop your name and email in there and subscribe, and that will pop through to let me know that you would like to receive my blog posts through into your inbox, and that will happen automatically by the magic of who knows what. I've just sort of set it up, and some little magic man in the background ensures that you get all my latest blog posts. And the blog post that's most current up there is the product shares and In Colour Club, but we'll be looking at those a bit later on. So let me stop that share. Let's come back in here. Let's go to speaker view this time, and then you probably will just be able to see me, although probably just to be awkward, it will now just show you show you the catalogue. No, it is just showing you me. That's good. Okay, so thank you for joining me for that catalogue walkthrough. I hope that has whet your appetite. I hope you've sat there with your pen and paper and scribbled down everything you want. Obviously, if you are here in the UK and you would like to place an order, I will put my link for my online shop up. Do go and check that out. As I say, do let me know if you would like a catalogue. Do let me know if you'd like to join us 7 p.m. UK time for our Zoom launch party. Later, I'll be putting that Zoom link up in a little while for those of you that have already said you would like to join us. I don't like to put them up too early because they get lost then with other emails and things that are coming through. But I look forward to seeing you later. Those of you that are joining me, as I say, I'll be back on here for a couple more sessions during the day, just so that you're aware of all the exciting things that are coming up alongside this catalogue launch. So enjoy your catalogues, and I will see you all later. I think I'm off for a well-deserved cup of tea.